Section, I give you another exercise to work for more practice for a one sample t-test. This time we'll do a two-tailed example, so make sure we have sort of all the bases covered of all the different variations there, since this one is so important. However, it works just like the kind we did before. Okay, looks like this has something to do with drugs here. A bottle of acetaminophen is labeled as 60 milligrams per tablet. A sample of 40 tablets are taken and carefully measured. The tablets in this sample had a mean mass per tablet of 596.3 milligrams with a standard deviation of 4.7 milligrams. At a significance level of 1%, is there enough evidence to conclude that the tablets have a mean mass different than 600 milligrams? Notice I say different than, not less than or greater than, so this is a two-tailed test. You should be able to work this out yourself. First, check that decide what kind of test you need to do and sort of verify that it meets those criteria, and then go ahead and do the test. Come back after you've finished, press pause now. So first of all, we check the conditions and determine the type of test, and then state the hypothesis. The testing for means for one sample against a hypothesized mean, the sample size is greater than 30, so sample means are distributed approximately normally. The population standard deviation is unknown. This is a one sample t-test. We're testing for any difference in means, so that makes it a two-tailed test. So the null hypothesis is mu equals 600, and the alternative is mu is not equal to 600. We work this through on the calculator, pretty easy with the calculator app. The TI-84 version is shown. The Inspire version would be very similar. So we run our t-test, go to stat test, and choose t-test. It's one of the first ones there. Choose stats. Mu naught is 600, x bar is 596.3, s is 4.7, n is 40, not equal, and either calculate or draw. Here I did a calculate. 1 point something for a p-value. When you see it starting with 1, not a 0, look to the end, because it's going to be, you see this e negative 5 means times 10 to the negative 5. So that means we move the decimal 5 points to the left, 5 places to the left. So that's 0.4 zeros and a 1. So that's extremely small p-value. Extremely small probability that we made a type 1 error if we were to reject the null hypothesis at this level or beyond, only at that level. We would have a very small. Certainly that's way less than what we were willing to accept as a type 1 error, which is 1%. So we have very strong evidence that these tablets are on average less than 600 milligrams, as the bottle says. So we state our conclusion: a one sample two-tailed t-test was performed on the sample of 40 tablets, resulting in a p-value of 0.000013. Therefore, there is very strong evidence that the mean mass per tablet of these drugs is different than, or not 600 milligrams. Actually, since ours was way on the left end, we probably could do it as saying that they're less than, but we didn't do a left-tailed test here. We just did a one-tailed test.